everyone, I'm Charlotte, and this is the Daily where we talk all things skincare, fashion, fitness, and nutrition for women over 40. Today, I'm going to be doing a chat with me while I apply my makeup. It's going to be kind of a simple makeup look, nothing too spectacular, but it kind of gives me a chance to talk to you guys about some of the things that I've wanted to talk to you guys about recently that I hope you guys are interested in. So first of all, I'm going to talk about my skincare routine in the morning. It's pretty easy. It's just a few products, and I will do a nighttime routine sometime in the near future. So let me go ahead and start with what I have on my face right now. This is my skincare. What I did this morning is I went ahead and washed my face with this CeraVe. This is cream to foam cleanser. It's a gentle cleanser for normal to dry skin, and I really love it. It doesn't irritate my skin. It feels fantastic. I can wash with this morning and night. The second thing that I do is this is a 7% glycolic acid. I apply this to a cotton swab and I simply glide it over my face, if you will. I skip my eye area. I skip the folds here, and I also skip my lip area. This can definitely dry that out. But what I find is it's nice because it kind of takes off all of that dead skin. If you do have any of the flake that happens with retinol or retin-A's, I really like that. It kind of creates a nice clean canvas. Put on my vitamin C serum. I'm a big fan of CeraVe. I think that this is such a good product. So this is my go-to vitamin C serum, and it just shines everything up so well. Now, I do use an eye cream. I use the CeraVe eye cream. I like all the moisture I can get under my eyes. I do love the consistency of this. It comes out in this little stream right there. And I just love the texture and the consistency of this. A lot of people don't really think that you need eye cream, and I probably would tend to agree with them. I just like that extra moisture. So I just kind of tap that under my eyes. The next thing I do is I apply my sunscreen. I don't wait a long time before I apply these things. It's almost like one right on top of the other. This is my EltaMD UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. It's the tinted sunscreen, and I've been using this for so long. I love it. It absolutely works so well under makeup. It is a little pricey depending on where you buy it. However, right now, Walmart has this on their website. So I'm gonna go ahead and list a link where I saw it on Walmart. And if you wanna try this, now's the time. It's just not a very extensive, morning routine. However, that really does get me by. And I think sometimes less is more, just for me. So hopefully you pick something up from that and share with me what you use. As you can tell, I have no makeup on at all. I do have my skincare on and my sunscreen. So it gave me a little bit of coverage, as you can tell. Little sunspot here. However, it's lightening so much with my evening skincare routine. I am loving it. I don't know about you, but I have really red eyes in the morning typically. And I don't always like to use eye drops. I just don't. I like to use them on occasion. We found an eye drop. I'll try to show you a picture, but it's so good. And I just kind of put a couple of drops in each eye, and they get really white. So happy about that. The vitamins that I take, just so that you have an idea, I just love taking prenatals. This one has multi plus DHA, and I absolutely love these. I mean, I've been taking these for so long. And then I'll go off on breaks sometimes. When you add something else to your schedule, sometimes something falls off. But I do love taking vitamins. I really do think they help. I take biotin. This is a dissolvable biotin. I buy this at Costco. And this is great for hair, nails, and skin. And it's just something that I take. So that covers my vitamins. I also take a cortisol supplement. So it helps control like cortisol, stress levels, things like that. And I've been taking that for about a month and a half, and I'm not sure that I noticed a difference. You take it at night, so I guess it helps you sleep a little bit, but and you buy it from Amazon. I don't really know that I'm seeing a difference. However, we'll give it some time. The makeup will be listed and linked. I'm not really going to describe what I'm doing or what I'm putting on. You've kind of seen it before. And if you like the products I'm using, then go ahead and look in my description box. Everything will be listed and linked there. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. I have a couple of e.l.f. things and a new palette by Milani. My camera cut out when I was applying this to my face, so now I have foundation on. This is a new Milani palette that I picked up a couple weeks ago, and it does have beautiful matte colors in there. I do love a good matte, and I'm going to start out by using a lighter color here. So I wanted to jump on here and talk about New Year's resolutions and diets, fitness goals, and nutrition. So basically, whenever the new year happens on, we all love a good resolution. I'd love to know in the comments what some of your resolutions have been and if you are able to follow through with them all year long. So I work at a gym, and I do notice that when the new year when the year starts to come to an end and the new year is approaching, that I see a lot more members come in. I just know that that's kind of part of their New Year's resolution is to get back in the gym, and I totally get it. Do any of you have like a plan about what you're gonna do for your New Year's resolution? I'd love to know in the comments. There's a lot of kind of fad diets going on now. A lot of people that like stand behind these diets. The South Beach diet, now there's the keto diet. So this diet's like a low carb, high fat diet. And I'm just gonna tell you, I am not on board. I think that you're depriving yourself. The more you deprive yourself, the more you crave. Carbs are actually something that helps feed your brain and gives you energy. I don't think eating low carb and high fat for any long period of time is very helpful at all. I feel like it's really not sustainable. So, you get dehydrated. I can't get behind that diet. I really like to eat just whatever I like, but in moderation. That's how I like to eat. Just really put in good, nutritious meals, foods into your body, because I think we need all the 5 food groups. I would say 80% really healthy food and 20% not so healthy food. Kind of eat what you like, but also try to choose some healthy options. And incorporating 3 to 4 days of working out into your lifestyle is gonna definitely help you. But there again, it's kind of like 70 eating or 70 nutrition and 30 physical activity. I feel like if you set yourself up, by not getting the things that you like, ever, then you're really always in a craving situation. And I don't think that that's very, very good. And besides that, a healthy relationship with food is what we all want. These are some tips that might help. Using a smaller plate, and then that way if you fill up the plate, you still feel like you're eating enough, but you're not like overdoing it. Let your food really digest and be able to feel full before you actually get more. Perhaps purchase a couple of things that are not as healthy, but predominantly things that are healthy. That way you don't run the risk of getting hungry, not really planning your food, and ending up eating a bunch of things that are unhealthy. So there's definitely some things you can do to kind of approach this type of lifestyle. And honestly, it's different for everybody. Rather than reducing your carbs or reducing your fat, just reducing the amount of food that you eat on a particular meal. And you can still go out to eat, get half of your food in a to-go container, like right away, and then eat what you have there, and then save it for 2 meals. Those are the kind of the small steps that you can take to kind of start adopting some of these tips for your lifestyle changes, incorporated with exercise, of course. I definitely think it's important to make a plan. I think it's important to meal prep, know what you're going to be eating. And it makes it really easy when you go for a meal, you know exactly what you're going to be eating. And you're kind of portioning it out too. And what I've suggested to people is write down what you've eaten in that day. Like every time you eat something, just write it down. That way you'll have kind of an idea of what all you had to eat and how you can adjust that the next day. Don't think starving yourself or depriving yourself or cutting back on these things that actually fuel your body. There's another type of keto that actually suggests that you eat carbs before you go and work out. So for a long time, I was really into cardio, and I really thought that cardio was where it was at. But honestly, weights are where it's at. So cardio is nice done with weights because weights are going to, for one thing, keep you strong and keep you able. And it's also going to burn more calories than fat burns. Muscle doesn't burn fat, muscle burns more calories. So you've heard that muscle burns fat, but actually muscle burns more calories than fat. So lifting weights and cardio is really important. And for a long time, I was just really into cardio. And now I know how important it is to lift. And it's really high repetition, low weights. If you want long and lean, it's low weights, high reps. That's what we do. Another thing that I want to mention is drinking water. Water is going to, for one thing, fill you up. For another thing, sometimes we feel hungry, like we want to eat something, and it was really that we were thirsty and not hungry. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind for me. So what I would suggest, and this is like literally, I'm kind of speaking to myself here too, I think that we need to fill up a big container of water. If you buy a container from Amazon, if you have a container at home, but you fill it up and it's always in front of you. I think that it's just going to remind us to drink the water. So that's probably one of my New Year's resolutions, is to drink a lot more water. It's so good for you. We need it so much. And if you're thirsty, you're probably already dehydrating. You really do need to sip on water all day long. Another thing is that's where we find our fiber. The whole grain carbs like the brown rice and the whole grain bread and quinoa and things like that. Now, I'm not always eating like that. So just to let you know, it's 80-20. I really enjoy the taste of healthy food, although I will definitely have some spaghetti. I will definitely have tacos, Mexican food, and all of that, but I don't try to overdo it. And I do try to leave some of the food in the container. I definitely do not want to eat all of it. So if you can keep that in mind, that's a little food for thought. So I'm just putting a little eyeliner on. I'm not going crazy here today, just trying to talk and put makeup on at the same time, and it's just not as easy. I never could figure out how people could do like the storytelling while they're putting makeup on. Maybe someday I'll be able to do that. And have any of you finished your Christmas shopping? It's hard for me to hold on to things and not give them. So if I buy it, chances are I'll probably give it before Christmas. However, I have started. I'm not one of those that start like in August. Like I have friends that actually start in August. And I'm like, you know what? You have it together. Oh, another thing I want to say about that friend, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I'm sure she'll appreciate me talking about her. But no names here. But what I do want to say is she is a really, she does not like surprises. Are you one that does not like surprises? She will search out her Christmas gifts. She will search out her Christmas gifts. And this is like one of my adult friends, okay? She will search out her Christmas gifts and try to find her Christmas gifts. I've never been that way. I've always loved surprises, and I don't want to know what it is that I'm getting. I just love surprises, and she will tell you right up front. She will search them out. And so she shops, way ahead of time. And tell me your story about when you were kids. If you liked to find your gifts, did you unwrap your gifts and wrap them back up? I don't know, to me that just takes all the surprise and fun out of it. And I'm going to use it like a loose powder. So it's just a powder foundation, and I'm just going to kind of pat it all over. So these are the two e.l.f. blushes that I have. One is a little bit lighter for summer, and then I have a little more of a mauve color here. And I'm going to be using that. And this is neat because it can double as like lipstick, eyeshadow, but it's a really pretty color, and I'm just going to concentrate it right sort of on the cheekbone where I would put my blush, and then I'm just going to pat it in, and it's just beautiful. And this is one of those blushes that it could double as so many things, so you could make, do a quick makeup look if you're trying to get out the door, Actually, I'm going to show you the lipstick I'm going to put on today. When I'm trying to, get to the gym or something, I throw this on. I bought this from Sephora. It looks like a pencil, but it actually rolls up just like this. And it's got a little sharpener on the end. And then I'm just going to line it and fill it. It's a really pretty color. It's really pretty. A little over a year and a half, I've had braces, and they were supposed to be on for 10 to 12 months. And so it's really funny because I really don't know when I'm getting them taken off. I don't want them to take them off too soon when they're not ready, but I just didn't think it would take this long. I'm not mad. But it's funny because every time I go back, it's like they have to move another tooth. So I have like a really big space in between here. I have a really big space. And then by next week, when I go get them tightened again, within a couple days, that space will be closed. It's really bizarre. It's really bizarre. Maybe one of these days I'll get them taken off. But it's a Sephora, and it's kind of a nude, but it's got a little more of a kind of a mauve look to it. But it's really pretty. And do you see that blush? It's just a putty blush. And this can work, like I said, lips, cheeks, eyes, if you're wanting to get out the door really quickly. Just gonna do this really quickly. I'm gonna show you this new mascara. This is the base, and this is the mascara. This is called Double Extend by L'Oreal, and I really like this a lot. So what you wanna do is put the base on, and you wanna put, a coat or two on each side, and without letting it dry, start applying the mascara. So the key is not to let this dry before you put the mascara on. Cover all of your lashes, everything gets white, and then you come back over it with the mascara. This is a black mascara. And don't let it dry. I'm not gonna be putting lashes or anything like that on today. So I gave myself a little bit of a line right above my lash line with the black Maybelline eyeliner. I just wanted to let you know that that's gonna be why my eyes look a little different today. you know, you could always follow it up with like putting a shadow under your bottom lash line. That's always nice too. This is a really clean look today. So I do want to mention that, you know, it is the holiday time, and I am getting several people sending me stuff to show you all. So I just want to kind of give you a heads up that at the beginning of some of my videos, you're probably going to see like something that someone has sent me, and it'll be listed and linked. So just so you know that ahead of time, there's a couple of really good ideas coming up, gift ideas for like the men in your life. So make sure to watch some of my upcoming videos, because I think it's, you know, really, I mean, I'm telling you, do you have like a husband or men in your life that are really hard to shop for? It's always interesting to try to think of something that they don't already have or that they'd actually put into use. You know what I mean? I'm just using a little bit of Wet n Wild. This is the Illuminating Palette, and it's just giving me a little bit of luminosity right on the cheekbone. You don't want to pull this up under your eye. And that's it. That's my makeup look today. Questions that I've asked, I hope you answer in the comments. I hope that you gleaned a little bit of information that might help you on your New Year's lifestyle journey. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, right now's the time. I'd love to have you join this community of women because we have a lot of fun around here. Until next time, God bless you.